뭐 여기 좀 있을 것 같은데. 전화해보면 되지 않을까? 수연이 형. 아시아 음식을 하죠.
Right, now do follow me. We're going to cross a busy high street. So
还有满无糖的甜点，糖果，我家倒着我倒着糖果。不是，就这个是很老的家电，我这儿吃吧，我也接受。排个队有吗？特别老，人太多了，人太多了。Oldest, I don't know.
VV，这叫 VV 啊？
还有 VV，啊，不是 VV。这个是非常好。Nobody know how long it takes. We're waiting. Sono Soto, so further down. And then there was one
I was looking for you.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, so my favorite place is the Fudge Kitchen. We're going to pass by. It's over right in the Abbey corner. Best fudge truly the
Unser shapes.
It's so good. I always get at least 3 blocks every time I come. And I will be getting more before I leave here. In fact, I try to get back closer because I come from my mother. I don't think anyone's listening. I highly recommend. There won't really be an available restaurant. Well,
We're back by our bus, like those public restrooms.
Hi guys, everyone who's here for 11 o'clock. So, we've got Yep, excellent. Sunshine Pond. BB1.
de acuerdo.
I don't think you get your tattoo. One lady said, gruppi sokeria. We did that last year. I know, like here there's no mortgage.
A lot of money every month.
Oh, we said it's not bad.
But look, I'm not going to the
Let's have a look at the market, right?
What are you saying? See, I reckon.
I can make a potato, but I haven't got very many.
Oh, it was bins. It was a bin. Oh.
Start back a little bit, please.
There's a map somewhere, so we can just cross that. I didn't see
Yeah, but my mom is here somewhere in Regency.
Do you guys mind? Do you want to be all together? Do you want me to take the video? Oh,
I know, my goal in what world?
I'd say we are ending up
Sorry?
They could be forward at this point.
Wouldn't they all march behind the band? I have to. Yeah.
website was wrong, but then again, to be quite honest, when that lot are in there, there's going to be hardly any room, and they're obviously getting tickets.
Emma, Jessica. Do you know why it's called Bog Eye?
Let me get the back of my shoes. I'm not
Oh, we're 4 minutes late.
Is that Dawn?
I'm going to see you. Esther.
No, I'm disappearing, so take your time. No, I'm going. It's all right, it's all right.
Yeah, the safety area.
Stop here a minute.
Ok, però mandami la posizione in tempo reale per 8 ore. Vai.
Stop.
No.
Que lo vi con viviendas como el Puente Viejo de...
Over the door.
Yeah.
I cannot wear that.
think you're probably meant to, but everybody you're just...
I'm just going to go look at the challenge.
It was an actual photo. I thought that was joking.
Down to the Holborn Museum, so I hope.
Ci sono tutti...
Actually debating if you've got this one. Oh yeah, she's
Parang nasayang yung pala.
Waitrose pancake? No. Like where?
Jersey's a lush, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Where did they go? Hereford. Yeah. Yes, they did. Good counting. They did Viking games as well. But apparently, so in between, they did the Vikings there.
How gorgeous is that? Yeah. I remember the bypass.
Yes.
The church.
Yeah, that's the church.
Yeah.
Final Club, but I forgot to bring Right, okay. Like,
Yeah.
Should we just go to the one I seen?
Yeah.
It's really good. Have you tried the Portuguese cup?
I mean, maybe it's just
I think it's a matter of I just need to buy.
I told me it's in your budget. If he needs the money,
Sorry.
I reckon that there might be a bit of conflict.
Brilliant jelly cats and things.
Combination of
Like the cards I did with the frozen. Okay.
So basically,
Oh,
Like that.
I don't think it's a two.
But I saw it.
First I went out there, I didn't realize.
That's the one in Spain.
Special at my home.
That is so mad.
But public Wi-Fi kasi yun. Yes, correct po.
that was basically well, all the students moving as well. So we went like on the A4 and all the students out to Canos.
Yeah, the scientific.
but we were a few days ago.
Bristol. You know, never forget that.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, shoot, I have like 3 more, but I'm like, eh.
Oder willst du dich da selber?
Yeah. So that's kind of why